assimilation and learning rate is quite different. Okay. Thank you. Any question for me? In our last class, we spoke about relationship between the tables, and we come to the model whereby I relate the product, the salesperson, the seller, region, and sales. Okay? And I want to call your attention when you are modeling in Power BI, the modeling method is called star modeling. That is, and when you are talking of star modeling, quickly, let me show us something. Come and just give me a few minutes. Quick one, I want to quickly run through this. Design a data model. I want to show us one or two things. Data modeling, working tables, working with tables, dimension, and hierarchies. Okay. So we've seen all these things. So benefit of a good data model: accurate report, faster data exploration, simpler aggregation, easier to maintain. Those are the things you are achieving when you model your data very well. Creating a data model is one of the most important tasks that a data analyst can perform in Microsoft Power BI. By doing this job well, you help make it easier for people to understand your data, which will make building valuable Power BI report easier for them and for you. Do you get that message I passed across there? Hello? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So the next thing I want to pass across to you, if you okay. So a good data model offers the following: data exploration is faster. That's what I've told you there. So let me move on to other things that modeling advantage model will give you. Now, tables are classified. So your table, when you want to model, all your tables is classified as okay, let me show you something. You know, these are the tables you want to model: product, region, reseller, sales, salesperson, region, and target. I've told you that your modeling, you know, it gives you opportunity to extract information properly to get your report. So now, when you want to model your items, these your tables, all the tables you have are classified, okay? Your tables are classified as either dimension or facts table. You can design then dimension describe business. Hello? You know, every table you have is going to be dimensioned as, all these your tables will be dimensioned as either dimension or or either it's a dimension table or fact table. And what is a fact table? Fact contains details of your analysis, the metrics of your analysis. Hello, am I talking to this class? Okay. Your fact is talking about the metrics of your analysis. That is the sales, the cost price, the profit. It's talking about the metrics of your analysis. Just like when you look at your sales there, you see cost, you see sales, you see sales order number, you see unit price, then you see quantity. All the values in all the value metrics in your facts are your metrics. One, you want to know the total sales, you want to know your total cost, you want to know the quantity of items you have, okay? You want to know you want to count the number of orders you have, you want to know the price of each item. These are the metrics of your dimension. The question now is, what is a dimension? Dimension is what described. When you are saying sales, you are talking about what is the total product sold, what is the cost of these products, okay? You want to look at the salesperson. You want to ask yourself, my sales rep, how much did they bring into the company? That's on sales. What quantity of items did they sold? That's on sales. Salesperson is a dimension. The items that you want to analyze your facts, your metrics upon. Region. You want to know which region of the which region sold more quantity. From which region does my sales rep make more profits? So you want to examine that, okay? You want to look at the reseller. Okay, my distributors. Which region has the highest number of distributing items sold out? So you can see that every table you have there, you can relate with your sales table, which is the facts table. Hello, am I communicating?
Yeah.
So bear at the back of your mind that when you are modeling your information, the onus lies on you as a data analyst. Which of my tables hold my metrics? Hello, am I communicating? Which of the table hold the metrics of my calculation? So when you identify that table becomes your facts. Every other table around it, well, if your data is large enough, you can have more than one fact table. It depends on how big the data you want to analyze. Okay? So you have many facts. Otherwise, on minimal, you have a fact table and number of dimension tables. Am I communicating?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah.
So tables are classified as dimension or fact tables. Dimension describe the business entity. Is that clear and sync? Fact store observation or events. So you can design a star schema to simplify your data. It is not the only way to simplify your data, but it is the popular method. Therefore, every Power BI data analyst should understand it. That's why I come back to the theory. In a star schema, each table within your data set is defined as a dimension or a fact table. Am I communicating, please? If you don't understand me, call me back. So, star schema requires modelers to classify their model table as either dimension or facts. So, as a data analyst, when you want to when you want to model your data as a star schema, then definitely you will know that one table must be fact. And you can see from my diagram, the fact is always at the center. All the dimension surrounds it. Okay? Facts and dimension. Okay? Dimension describe business entities, the things you model. That is, things you want to make query about, things you want to pronounce information about, the things you model. Entities can include products, just like we have. people, that's your sales rep, places, that's your region, and concept of including time. You saw that in your sales far table for your time intelligence. Facts, store observation or events. Can you hear that? Your facts, store observations or event, that's your metrics, and can be sales order, stock balances, exchange rates, temperature, cost, sales. Am I communicating to you? These are the things your facts store. Okay? A facts table contains dimension key. So one thing you must see in your facts and dimension key table is this. When you are looking at your facts table, it always contains a key that links it with your facts, with your dimension table. In your facts table, there is always a key that links to your dimension table. Take for an example, your product. Look at product key. When you come to your sales table, you will see a product key. That is the link between your product and sales table. Your salesperson has employee key. And when you come to your sales as a fact table, they have employee key. Your region has a sales territory key. When you come to your sales, you will see a sales territory key. Your reseller has a reseller key. When you come to your fact table, you will see a reseller key. Hello, class. Am I communicating?
Yeah.
Does my explanation make sense to you?
Yes.
So in your facts table, there is always a key that links to your dimension. And that key is what allows you to, if you remember last time, when we are creating our relationship and we are talking of one to many, many to many, many to one to one, is those keys that are defining the relationship between the two tables. So a fact table contains dimension key columns that relate to dimension tables. That's what I just explained. And numeric measures columns. In your fact table, you always see numeric measure. That's your metrics. So the dimension key columns determine the dimensionality of a fact table, while the dimension key values determine the granularity of your fact table. I hope I'm communicating to you. So fact tables are usually much larger than dimension tables because there are many informations that stays in your fact table. Your dimension table is a static table that keeps an information that really change, but your fact table changes. Because numerous events occur in fact table, such as individual sales, dimension tables are typically smaller because you are limited to the number of items that you can filter and group on. For instance, a year contains only so many months, and the United States is comprised of only a certain number of states. Hi, am I communicating?
Yes.
So next thing, okay, I want to jig your brain. Do you follow what I'm explaining? The two types of tables in a star schema are what? Hello? Are we home?
It's a fact
Anybody home?
table is one.
The two types of tables in your star schema
Dimension.
are dimension. Is that all?
Fact.
Facts. So that does it. Please take note of that in case you want to write your certification, dimension and fact table. What is the difference between fact table and dimension table? Who can help me? Hi. What's the difference? Because of time, I won't wait for you. Fact table store observations or events, while dimension table contain information about specific entities within the data. Good. Let's move on. Working with tables. Let's quickly see. So I wouldn't need to go to all this. Okay. Here I want to talk. That's what I wanted to be doing right now. Configure tables and column properties. Before working on reports, ensure your model and table structure are simplified. That's what I mean by configuring your table. That's what I started last week by creating your hierarchy. So I want to use hierarchy to generate your groupings, okay? What your pivot table can do. So a simple table structure will be easy to navigate. Let me move on because of time. We will create a date table. We will try and create a date table standardized on date format ranges that meet company requirements. So we'll create a date table. Then relationship. We've spoken about this. Relationship formed by correlating rows belonging to different tables. Cardinality, uniqueness of data values in a column. I just explained cardinality for you because your dimension and facts, you always see more in your facts while we have few in your dimension. So you relate them together with cardinality. So modeling challenge. So this is an example of your product. You have the sales, you have customer, product, date, and co like that. Good. Combine queries. We've done this thing in the class. Remember when I was combining the color format to your product? So the same thing I'm explaining there. I don't want to waste much of our time. You can combine table by, when you have table of the same structure, you append them. But when that is when the columns and row, when the number of columns in two tables are the same, you append them. But when the number of columns is different, you merge them. You merge them. Let me move on because of time. So what is cardinality? A term that is used to describe the uniqueness of the values in a column or relationship. Cardinality refers to the number of rows for one table that are related to another. Good. Dimension and hierarchies. Dimension, we've spoken about this. Then hierarchy used to organize your data. We started last week. So role play by dimension. You use it to group your information. A dimension that can filter related facts differently. Good. So you use your hierarchy to group your information. I don't want to waste much time. A dimension that can filter related facts differently is called what? A role-playing dimension. Then, what type of table stores details about business entities? Dimension table. So that's that about that. That's the theory behind what we are doing. I want to be fast about it. That's why I reminded you. Am I communicating with you now?
Yes.
Good. So in our last class, I remember I created a product group. Can you see? I created an hierarchy products, and the top of the hierarchy is category, subcategory, product. Okay? Before I move on, I want to quickly demonstrate what this hierarchy does so that you will appreciate it. So let me add a new page here. I want to use a form. Don't worry, calm down. You understand? There is a matrix on my build visual. So I want to bring the build visual here. I want to expand this. I want to analyze based on the products hierarchy. So I will click on these two options. It's either I drag this to the columns or, can you see on the rows? Can you see category and accessory bikes? So I am grouping my category. I want to group my sales using my hierarchy. Then I will come to my sales, and I want to analyze my sales alone. So I bring my sales there. Okay, can you see that now? Then I want to quickly do something that you will learn later. I want to change my layout. I want to make it tabular. Okay. Now, let me show you something. Then I don't like some. This thing is just ordinary sales. So I'll come to this place. Don't mind what I'm doing. I want to demonstrate. See my values there. It says, not some of sales. So I will take out some. Okay. So you can say I have sales. Now let me now drill down. Click on, look at this place. I have a fork. Can you see? Can you see what I'm doing? I've used my hierarchy to group my sales. You can see, let me come up a step so that you understand. Now here, I have all my sales for bike, components, clothing, accessories. But I am saying that under my bikes, I have category, I have subcategory, and I have product. So let me click on this fork one. So it is giving me the category, subcategory, and sales. Can you see that? I'm having category bikes, subcategory road bikes. This is my sales for road bikes. This is my sales for mountain bikes. This is my sales for touring bikes. So this is the total I made there. I look at components, look at my sales for each of the products, for each of the subcategory under components. The same thing clothing, the same thing accessories, the same thing total. Okay? Now, if I click this fork again, it's going to drill down. You can now see that I have my bikes and my road bikes, which are my subcategory. Then I have every product. You know, this is how much road 50, black 44. This is how much sold, black 48, road 350, this is how much we make. All along like that, this is what we make for individual products. Do you appreciate grouping here now?
Yes.
Good. That is the purpose of the hierarchy products that I created last week, so that I can group my information in hierarchical form. Hello, am I communicating to you?
Yes.
Good. If that is clear, if I'm able to pass that to you, good luck to me. Now, one of the purpose of this thing is that, you know, here we are looking at product table that has how many fields? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, it's very minimal, 9 fields. There are times you have to analyze a field that has about 1,000 columns. Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me? 1,000 columns. Now the question is this. When the columns are too long, you can get too confused. You can have a situation that you need to group some columns that look similar. You group them together by creating display folder for them. One of such is font color format and background color format. Okay? These two information, they will serve the same purpose. So what am I going to do? I'm going to create a hierarchy on them. No, display folder. So I'm going to click on background color, click on font color format. I hold down my control key and I hold down my next key, which is font color format. Can you see now I selected my background color format and font color format? Is that clear to you? Select the first one, hold down your control key, select the second one. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Good. The moment you do that, remember, everything you are doing in modeling, you will come to your model view. That's where you can do them. Because if you want to do this in your reporting view, you will not be able to select background, hold down your font color format. Can you see you can't select it under your tables? No. So you come to your model view, okay, and you will see down that you can select your background color and font color. Is that clear to that level? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, I hope I'm not talking to myself alone. Is that clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Good. Now, having done that, remember we want to group, not hierarchy this time around. So you come to your display folder, okay? you click inside it and type formatting. Formatting. So you are simply saying these two fields that I'm taking here is meant for formatting. Okay? So you press enter on your formatting and it's going to create your display folder for you. Can you see? Display folder. So it has brought your background color format and font color format. It has grouped them together like that. Okay, is that clear?
Yeah.
Please take note of all these little we are learning. That is what makes up Power BI. Any question?
No.
Okay. Now, having done that, so I've demonstrated that that is all I want from products. The next table that I needed to work up with is region. Region. Okay. In region, I want to create an hierarchy that I can use to group, just like the way I use my category. Okay, I use my category to analyze my data. I may choose to analyze it based on, okay, based on regions. So I'm going to close my products. So close sales. So I will right click on and look at region. I will expand it to, okay. Then I want to create an hierarchy that the one will be on top from the highest to the lowest. So I will start with group. Okay, is the highest. This group. I will right click on it and say create hierarchy. Hello, are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, let me take it again. I want to group. I want to add a region hierarchy in my region table. So I will start from region. I will start from group. No, what you are having here is more or less a mistake. Group supposed to be a continent. When you have a continent, you have a country and you have a region. That's the hierarchy. So the top of my region hierarchy will be country. So right click. Okay. Right click on country. Create hierarchy. Right click on country and create hierarchy. So you come to your property. Okay, as property. Sorry, can you see now? I can't see that. Am I in model view? So because I'm not in model view, I am here. That is why it's creating it. So, but I told you if you want to do anything on hierarchy or modeling, you come to model view. So you can now see that your country hierarchy has been created. Here is the name, but I don't want country hierarchy as a name. So I want to also delete and call it regions. Regions. So this. So instead of calling it country hierarchy or group hierarchy, I've created it as a region hierarchy. Is that clear? Are we
Yes.
together?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Good. Now, come to under your property. You see, remember you have your hierarchy here. We've selected a column, so we needed to add more fields. So we want, sorry, what am I doing? Oh, sorry, I'm going to delete it. I made a mistake. Group supposed to come up. Group, that's continent. Group, country, and region. So my region hierarchy, let me delete this one, sorry. Delete from model. Mommy. Sorry. So I'm taking out regions so that I will create it. Okay. Then I'm going to write, my hierarchy will be start from group. Right click, create hierarchy. Instead of group hierarchy, I will call it regions. Okay, so I've done that. So I have my group and the first item, select column. The next one will be country. Select again and add. The next one is region. So I have it as group, country, and region. So apply level changes. Okay. Let me quickly demonstrate using this. See page 2. This time around, instead of, let me take this guy, let me remove this. Okay, I've taken out grouping by products. Okay, so I want to group by regions. I want to do the analysis by region. So I will simply come to I will check my region. Hello, can you see that? So I've taken products grouping out. I want to see my sales based on group. So let me expand again so that you see. Can you see now? I have my group, North America as a continent. I have North America, Europe, Pacific. Now I have a country within North America, United States. Okay. In United States, I have about 5 regions: Southwest, Northwest, Southeast, Central, Northeast. See all the values generated from each of those places and their total. Remember, Canada is part of North America, okay, but there's no other town under our group or country. In Canada, it's just Canada there. So this is the sales from Canada, this is the total, and you have your grand total of the whole region. Look at your Europe, France, United Kingdom, Germany, okay, France, all of them. So you can see that you can group based on the hierarchy that I've created. Is that clear to you? Any question for me?
So how would you decide if you wanted to do like a bar chart or like which one of these visualizations how do you know which one to use?
Which country you use or what?
No, you see the
Hello,
visualization.
tell me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So I want you to repeat. I didn't get your question properly.
I said, how can you choose to use any visualization bar that you want?
Good. It all depends on what do you want to group. Here you are saying, I want to group my sales into region, into country,
Oh,
and into continent. Am I making sense?
yeah.
Aha. So it's what you want to group, what you want to achieve determines the hierarchy you will create.
Yeah. Okay.
Aha. An hierarchy is to simplify your data so that it will be easier. This thing you are looking at here in your Excel, do you know how to create pivot table in Excel? So
No.
it's pivot table that used to do this thing, which is very cumbersome and difficult. What you just did here, you can spend days trying to perfect the pivot on your normal, what's it called? On your normal tables, on your normal Excel.
Yeah,
And
okay.
that's what you've done here quickly. Good. Any question for me?
No, thanks.
Okay. So come back to model. Before we go, there's another thing we want to do. I want to show the value that relates to longitude and latitude. The Earth. I want to indicate on my chart that this is about environment. This is about menu. This is about the regional location of the items. So I'll first check. Okay. Look, I will click on But remind you, the one you are talking about are not the one in regions. No, that one is for grouping. But you are looking at, look, I'm looking at country. Okay, I look at my country. So under the property, so you have your, no, I might say, under advanced. Okay, you can see your data category. So under the data category, you pick country or region. So you want to make sure your field is displaying place on Earth, not just any place, because you can say they are not related to what you are doing. Okay, then that's a group is like a, okay, the next thing there is group. Okay, when you look at your group, the same thing. Okay, so you right click on your group or okay. Okay, so this time around, wait, what am I trying to do again? No. I don't need group hierarchy again. It's only regions that I have, and I ask good things. Okay. Then the next one is my group. Please take notes. It's not the one inside this hierarchy that I'm working on. The field itself, group. So click on your group, come to property, okay? Now go to advanced. So now, so you are going to pick your data category for group. So is country or region, and finally region itself. Okay, the region itself is also so country and region. So you will see that your country, your states, your guideline. So now they make sure they are reflecting. So in the property pair, expand this. Now we've done that. Okay. Any question for me? So data categorization can provide hints to the report designer. In this case, categorizing the column as a country, okay, or region provide more accurate information to Power BI when it renders a map visualization. So all the things you are doing, when it comes to map visualization, it's going to be useful there. Okay? Now, let's configure our reseller table. What configuration can we see on our reseller table? Oh, here's our reseller here. Okay, so here's my reseller. I want to create an hierarchy named reseller, and it's going to contain business type and reseller. So I will come to business type, this, okay, so I click on the business type. Where are you? So business type, okay, create hierarchy, okay, and you call the hierarchy resellers. So here is my resellers. Okay, so I create my hierarchy resellers with business type. So I'm going to add one more key to it. This is a reseller. Okay. So I have your, no, not reseller key, sorry. Okay. So now I have my reseller. I'm going to add, hey, sorry, I've done something wrong there. So under your business type, I will change it to resellers. Please, do you understand what I'm teaching here? Do you understand me? That's my
Yeah.
hierarchy name. Then you now add your reseller to the business type. So this is what I want to group together. This is what I want to group together. Then I want to create another hierarchy within the system called geography. Geography. And the topmost will be country, region, state, province, city, reseller. So I will come to reseller. Country, region. Right click this, create hierarchy. Okay. And call this hierarchy geography. Okay. So geography. Now, only country region is there. We want to add state province. You come here, state province. Okay. Then city. You add your city. Then you add your reseller to the group. Okay. So I have, oh, not reseller key, sorry. City reseller. So I reseller here. So having done that, click on, now you have an hierarchy of country, region, state, province, city, reseller. Apply. Again, let me demonstrate that. Let me come to report. So at this point, I have group based on group, country, and region. I want to group based on the geography. So what's the spread of my sales? So I will simply come to regions, unselect it, and come to geography, select it. Okay? Can you see now that I'm doing my analysis on country region? Okay? Expand. You can see United States. Okay? You can see your Canada, France, and co like that. Good. So now, these are the beauty of hierarchy. Beauty of hierarchy. So now that you've demonstrated that, we can move on, right?
Yeah.
If there's any question, you can call me back. So let me go back to model view. So let's come to country region here. Okay. So let's set it as country or region. So click on country or region and come to advanced. Yes. Okay. So country region, come to this advanced and set is the okay. So country region is come, let me locate it. So country or region. Likewise, your state or province. Okay. Okay. Country, region, state, province. So under category. Okay. State, province is okay. So data category for state, province is country or region. City is also like that. Okay. So city, having done that, so that's configuration of my reseller. So I need to configure my sales table now. Okay. First and foremost, we come to sales table. Okay. Here we have to click on cost. So click on cost. Now, under the property, in the description box, property, okay, this is the description. They want us to type based on standard cost. Please take note of what I'm doing here. You understand it as it progresses. Okay, description. Type based on standard cost. Are we together? Okay. Based on company's standard cost. This description, just when you finish typing, take your mouse outside and click. It's going to accept it from you. So when we come to our two tables and collateral, hierarchy or measures, a data pane, description text is revealed. Remember, when you point to some things, look at this. So those things that you see flag out, so you call tooltip. That's how we create it. We use the description to create your tooltip. Okay. Another question.
No.
In the quantity column, so pick your quantity, please. In the property pane here, under formatting, so come under this formatting, set the whole number, set it to okay. Select quantity column. So that's that. In the property pane, inside the formatting here, set the 1,000 separators property to yes. So look at this place. Low. So formatting or quantity. So look at percentage formats. Okay. No format. Okay. Oh, sorry, not percentage. So, not quantity, percentage format. No. Uh-huh. So, 1,000 separator. That's all I make yes. Quantity. I want it to be separating the 1,000. So let me go and select the unit price. Oh. So next one is under your formatting. That's formatting. Okay. Format, here you look at decimal places properly to 2. Okay. So make it under property, inside formatting here, set decimal places property to 2. So, so decimal places under this formatting, make it 2. Look at it here. Okay. For the purpose of this class, the currency format should be English, United States. Okay. I want it, where is my,
Is at the top.
at the top. Sorry, thank you. Shouldn't be far from me.
No, at the
Okay.
very top.
Say English, America, no Samoa.
At
They
the
are
very
improved
top.
at the very top.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, United States. So that, please change your locale there. Okay. So that's that about decimal places. Then, so on this unit price, under the advance, they want us to summarize by, I don't want to summarize price by sum. I want to summarize it by average. So anytime you are looking at information about price, it's going to show you average. So that takes me to the end of configuring the sales table. Am I communicating?
Yes.
Okay. No, the seller table. Now the next configuration I want to do, this is what you mean by configuration, that in your modeling, you go ahead and model your information, that you use all those tools for your analysis. Okay? I want to do one large information. You have to be extremely patient in what I want to do here, because I want to cut across all the tables. Okay? So I want to update multiple tables using single bulk update. So we can use this approach to hide columns and format column values. So in the data pane or model diagram, select the product key from your table. So you can see from the first table here, I will expand. I'll click on product key. So I want to do something. Make sure you are in your model view, please. Hello, how many of us are working along with me? I hope as many of us are doing that.
No, I'm gonna have to watch it back.
I am.
Okay. Now I've selected product key in my product. Hold down your control key. Hold down your control key. Don't leave it. Don't leave it. The next table that you want to work on, region, expand your region. You want to pick your sales territory key. This is sales territory key here. Select it. After the region, can you see now that both your product and sales territory key have been selected together? Still, until I ask you to remove your hand on control key, don't do it. One hand on control key, one hand is using your mouse. So for reseller, I will expand the reseller. I want to say reseller key. Okay, reseller key. Then now you know many has been expanded. So I will leave it as it is. I will try to control it. Make sure you hold down your control key, expand your sales. By the time you expand all the tables, it's going to give you room to scroll up. So don't bother yourself. On your sales, I have employee key. Make sure you hold down your control key, don't leave it. On your sales, I have product key. On your sales, I have reseller key. Okay. So I have sales order number. It's a number, this. Then I have sales territory key. Here it says territory key. So I have selected about how many items on sales alone? 4 items. 4 items. So I will still hold down my control key. Please, if I don't ask you to release your control key, don't release it. So the next one is salesperson. Salesperson. I will expand my salesperson. Okay, for me to see, I'll just scroll back from this side. Salesperson, I have employee ID, and I have a employee key. So this, okay, still holding down my control key. Hold down my control key. The next one on it is a salesperson. So here is my salesperson. That's my table. Okay. Oh, I don't have a salesperson, sorry. Employee ID and employee key. Thank you. Then salesperson region. I will expand my salesperson region. Okay. So salesperson, having expanded salesperson region, I have employee key and sales territory key. So I'm going to click on the two of them like that. They are both nice. So employee key and sales territory key is being selected. And finally, I will expand my target table. Please make sure you hold down your control key. You can see all that have been selected is still there. So on your target table, I have employee ID, this. So all the fields that I needed have been selected. I can now release my finger on control key, but be careful not to click anywhere anyhow, so that you don't cancel what you selected before. So come to your property table. On your property table, you can scroll up and down without disturbing anything. Okay? On your property table, under the I know you have general. No, all this format is divided into 3 groups. You have the general, formatting, and advanced. So in your general, you see the general information there. Okay, formatting means cosmetics that makes it working. Okay, advanced is those things that are not fit to any of these two. So I will come to general. Is eating. I will check on it. Okay, so now you are saying hide all the fields that are selected. That's what you mean by saying is hidden. Yes. You do this in model view. You have a column to hide. So don't hesitate. Just come to this place, hold down your select the first one, hold down your control key until you select the rest. When you are through with the rest, then before the way wrong, we will take care of ourselves. But hiding your eyes now. Okay? Good. Any other question?
No.
Let's
Sorry, for me, I
Hmm.
only have the general. I don't have performing and advanced. I don't know why.
Are you in model view?
Yes.
Share your screen. Let me see. Let me stop sharing. Quickly, you know, time is gone, but we need to do something. So share your screen. Let me see what you are doing. You've already click on the hidden here now. See, it's hidden. Click on this is hidden. Click on it. Come down, click on this is yes. So you've hidden all those columns. Look at the fronts. It's going to put something like I there. Meaning all those fields are being hidden. Another thing.
Yeah, I was saying I don't have that. It's only general I have. That's what I'm saying on the properties.
Oh, I
I
can
don't
get
have the
you.
advanced and the other one.
Click out. Click on your model view button on the left-hand side. Click on the model view. Click OK. Now, click on product table. Let me see what happens. Click on product tables alone.
This one?
Yes, click on it. Just click anywhere on it. Come, take your mouse under this property, scroll this arrow up and down. Hold on, I can see something. Under your property, collapse, click on the general arrow down. See your formatting now. Click on it.
Yeah,
See
I've
and
used it in the other ones, but when you went on yours and you were showing the three, I didn't
yes,
see.
no. Okay, I can see you confuse yourself. Now, because you select many things, the only thing that can be applicable is your
General.
yes, general. That's
Okay,
general.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. So stop sharing, okay? So now at this point, now let's go back to your can you see my screen? Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. Now let me go back to the report view. Okay. Come to all your tables. Let me start from. Do you remember the key we hide? Look at your product. Any key? Did you see any key here again? Because you've hidden it, so it's not going to show. Let's collapse that. Region. Can you see any key here? No. Look at your reseller. Did you see any key here? Those keys are not useful again, apart from when you use it to model your table. That's how you hide them. Look at your sales. Can you see? It's only unit cost, order date, quantity. It says that is going to add. So you can see, and if you take note, sales person region or target is no longer appear which table, because every field in it has been hidden. Look at the target. Everything in it has been hidden. Good. So you can see the importance of hiding keys that you don't need in your analysis. Any question for me?
No.
Hello, any question?
No, no question.
Good. Now let's quickly move on. Let me go back to the model view again. Okay. So you can see that the columns were hidden because they are either used by the relationship or will be used in row level security configuration. That's what it's going to be used for. Okay? No. Now, we use other number column in calculation when we are doing that, although we will not go into the details, but I will still show you something called that, data analytical expression. Now, we want to do final thing on this under your products. Under your product, let me right click and collapse all. Right click. Oh, sorry. Under the table, right click anywhere and say collapse all. Good, like that. So I'm going to expand my product. I will pick standard cost. Hold down my control key. I will expand my sales. I will pick cost. I will pick sales, this. Okay? I will release my control key. I pick 3 items. So in the property pane, under the property, under the formatting, inside the formatting, okay? Pick your decimal places to be 0. Okay? Decimal places for standard cost, sales. Make it 0. That's what I'm doing there. Okay? So that's that about that. Okay. Any question for me?
No.
So having done that, so what we've seen in this task, you switch to your report view, which I've done before, to make sure all those fields are hidden. So I've done that severally. Okay. In the data pane, notice the following. Columns, hierarchies, and their levels are fields which can be used to configure report. So I've demonstrated using of hierarchy to configure your report. Only fields relevant to report authoring are visible. So I've also demonstrated to you every field that you've hidden are no longer here. Only the field that you will use in diagnosing your data, that's all what you have there. Okay, only the field that will generate your sales on region, sales on yearly sales or monthly sales, sales on etc. like that. That's what you are going to see. The salesperson region isn't visible. That's what I'm saying. Because it contains 2 fields. Let's come to model view. Model view, okay. See your salesperson region. It's still there, but you will not see it. Salesperson region has only employee key and sales territory key, and they are all hidden. So that is why you don't see it in anywhere when you look at your general. Okay? Cool. So when you come to your report, you will not see your salesperson region again. It's gone. Because all the field there is hidden. Now, spatial fields in the region reseller table are done with spatial icon. Spatial means they are related with map. All these ones that have symbol on them, they are map. They are map. They are meant for map. Reseller, you have it there. Okay, they are meant for mapping relative mark on the ground. Okay, relative ground on the. Okay. Now, next one is field that are done with sigma days will summarize by default. Any field that has a symbol, okay, let me come to sales to show you. Any field that you have this sigma in front of them. If you go to them, they will always give you summary. They will always tell you this is the summary of what you are doing. Summary. So it's always summarized by default. So the two tip. Now let's go and look at, there is a field, cost. Look at cost. Can you see, hello class, can you see, when I point to cost, can you see something that I point out? Who can read it for me?
Name, sales cost, description based on standard cost.
Do you know where we put that in earlier? Do you know where we type that in? What you are seeing in your description. Have you forgotten that under your model view, we come to sales, we click on cost, and we are now saying, okay, in your description, type this. So what you are putting here is, by the time you come to report view, report authority, you will not see those things again. So this two tip can give information out to your client or anybody when you need analysis. Am I communicating?
Okay.
Good. Something I'll be okay. Something is off, okay. Now, good for me. Go back to your report view. Go back to report view. Come under your data, come on other date. That's under your sales, other dates, expand what you see in other dates. In this other date, there is an hierarchy there. I have a date hierarchy. Can you see it? Did you see date hierarchy on your own?
Yeah.
Expand it. You will see year, quarter, month, day. May I ask you, have you created a date hierarchy in this class today? Hello, class.
Yeah, we did.
In this class, date hierarchy today. Are you sure?
Oh,
Date hierarchy. Did we create date hierarchy?
No,
data hierarchy, no.
No, we didn't do create hierarchy. Then the question is, how do we add data hierarchy under our data? Let's look at targets too. Targets. Can you see target months? Okay. So if you look at it, you will see that target month, when you're expanding, you see data hierarchy. Year, quarter, month, day. Did we create any data hierarchy under targets too? Did we? Hello?
Oh,
Are we together?
no.
Okay. Do you remember in one of our classes previously, I told you that there's an artificial intelligence part of your Power BI. What it
Yeah.
does is, your Power BI, the moment you recognize a date column, in any of your table, look at your sales, you have other dates. You have other dates. Product, do you have a date there? No. Region. Now look at, okay, reseller. Space, only sales has other dates. Good. Irrespective, when you see, okay, your target month also is other dates. Now the question is this: how do you go ahead and analyze on dates? Okay, we wanted to create an hierarchy of dates, but remember, my grouping depends on my financial year. Okay, so because we are not the one that create this target month, the data hierarchy here, we want to remove it. It's not, we will create our own. Okay. Okay. So we are not the one that create the hierarchy, the data hierarchy. They were created automatically as a default setting. So there is a problem. However, adventure work financial year commences. Okay. Our financial year commences in July. not January. July to June. So we need to turn off the auto date time set on the system. So, hello, people, click on File. There is an auto date that recognizes date column based on my explanation to you. So you click on File and you come to Options and Settings. Click on Options and Settings. Click on Options. Okay, so I click my option, it will bring out my dialog box. Okay, on the option, I have two lanes there. I have the global and the current file. So come and select your current file. Select anything on current files. Okay, now under the look at, there's a data load. Click on data load. Okay, so it brings up this. And under it, you see time and intelligence. Under your time and intelligence, can you see? And you see auto date and time. This is what controls the hierarchy that you are looking at under target month and the hierarchy that you are looking at under 6. Okay? Now, because I don't want this data hierarchy here, I'm going to check time intelligence, uncheck it. Okay, I'm telling Power BI, don't do time and intelligence for me. I will create my own date table myself. Then click OK. So check now. Can you see your target month? Can you see your other date if you are following me?
Yeah.
Other sales. See your sales. Look at other dates. It's just ordinary feed now. Okay, so any question for me?
No.
Any question for me?
No questions.
Okay, now, can we new quick mail? Let me see. I can jump that. I will jump that part. Jump that part. Also done. We don't need some of all these things. Okay. Quickly, I want to show you how to create a mayor. Mayor is, if you remember in Excel, let me see. Let me see if I can get a file open. Just hold on, let me see. In Excel, in your Excel like this, if I want to add these columns together, I want to add C3 to C6. I will simply come to something area like this. I will put equal to sign, C3. No, I will type equal to sign, sum, open brackets, and I'll say C3 column C6. And I will close the brackets. Am I correct? Hello, this is what I do. And I will press enter. Is that not what I do in Excel?
Yeah.
Okay. Fortunately, Excel is not asking me to label this cell. I just write my formula and go. This same way you write a formula here, you will write the formula in Power BI, but there must be a label to your formula. There must be a label. So I just demonstrate that for you to understand the next thing I want to teach you. So now, how do we now create a formula in Power BI? You use what we call measure, okay, measures. So we are going to create two quick measures to calculate profit and profit margin. A quick measure creates a calculated formula for you. They are easy and fast to create for simple common calculation. Okay, so in the data pane, I click sales table. I want to create, I will come to my table. Now I want to create my measure in my table. So I will right click, I will expand my sales. The table where I want to create it, I will right click on it and I will say new quick measure, new quick measure. So when I do that, it's going to open a dialog box for me. Okay, dialog box. So the dialog box is asking me, I should select a calculation. What sort of calculation do I want to do? Okay, I will expand this. I want to do mathematical operation. So I will scroll down. Here is mathematical operation. So I will click this. Now, what mathematical operation do I want to do? I want to do subtraction. So this is giving me guide how to write a small formula. Okay? Okay? Are you following me?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that I've said I want to subtract, what do I want to subtract? I want to subtract 6. Okay? I want to calculate my profits. Okay? So I will sales minus cost. So I will drag my sales to the base value. That's what I want to subtract from. Then I will go to my cost and drag cost to this. Okay? So I want to subtract sales minus cost. So sales value minus cost, because you said it has two variations, two values, sales, cost. Okay? Then I will now come to this place, click add. Okay? Now it's giving it a name for me, sales minus cost. I don't want that name. Okay? That does not give me the name of what I just did. I will right click on it and say rename. Or I can double click on it and say rename, anyone that is faster for me. And what name, this calculation, what name is it supposed to be? If you are following me, when you subtract your cost from your sales, what are you doing? Hello, class, are we together?
Can you say that again?
Come again.
Can you repeat it?
Profit.
I can't hear you, though.
Profit.
Profit, thank you. Profit, that's what I want to hear. So profit. So you done calculation of profit. So that's your profit. So in the same table, add a second quick measure based on the following requirements. If the option to create a quick measure doesn't appear, so now we want to use division this time around. Okay, I just finished this. Go back here, but because we need to go back to sales, right click. So new quick measure is no longer here. It's so I'm going to click on new measure. This is going to do the same thing for me. Okay, but this time around, I want a measure for, I want to use division. I want my mathematical operation to be division. No, mathematical operation division. Sorry, what's it do? Profit. It's not giving me another one. So let me right click on my sales, new mail. This is the mail. Okay, I pick a division. Then I want the value on top, profits. So I'm adding my profit to this place. Then I'm adding my profits. Then I want to calculate profit against sales. So I'm putting my sales here. Right. Okay. Now having done that, so I'm going to add. So profit divided by sales. So I will simply call it profit margin. Profit margin. So having done that, so I want to click on my profit margin, okay, and come to this place on top, okay, format. Under my format, instead of currency, I'm going to make it percentage. Then I'm going to make it 2 decimal places instead of 0. So I've done that. You may want to ask, where am I seeing this? So I have a profit and I have a profit margin. Let me go to my report view to quickly demonstrate. I don't know, this might be a good place for me. Let me pick profit. So see my profit. I just want you to see the value and see my profit margin. So the calculation I'm doing, you can see now. Okay. So by communicating with you, so this is where I'm going to, this is already 32, 12:32. Any question for me? Because
I don't want to
the
grab us back.
time
Can you hear?
allotted for this class
Yeah.
is very full course. Okay, go on. Somebody is talking to me.
Yeah.
Please go ahead. I'm listening to you, sir.
Yeah. Please, I have a question that I'm thinking honestly with this one. I'm trying to follow, but I just hope when I watch the video I'll be able to get some of it much better.
Go on.
But I'm thinking, can we have a real-time question that, okay, this is what we want to analyze. This is what we want to
A real-time
deal with.
question.
Yes. So this is the question. Okay, in this company, we want to solve this problem for this particular thing. Then we follow it. We'll be able to know.
Yes.
I know.
See,
I know you are trying to.
This question, this project I'm building for you is a company called Adventure Works. It's
Okay.
it's a retail business.
All right.
And he has given you his data of 5 years. This data of
Okay.
5 years is what I'm analyzing. What elongates it is because I am using it to explain Power BI for you, bit by bit. You understand me now?
Yes.
What I have been doing is, I've done in my first, about a week or two ago, I did what you call data preparation, data cleaning for you. Now,
Yes.
last week, I did what we call data modeling. Continuation
Yes.
on data modeling is what I did today by creating an hierarchy for you in preparation of your data to generate reports. So
Okay.
at the point I get to, for me to start generating reports for you, in our next class, we are going to create a data hierarchy. When we create a data hierarchy, then I will now create a report for you. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it. But probably because I know anyway, I
You
got
are
it. But
breaking. Come again.
yes, I said I got what you are trying to do. But probably because we don't have what the